Welcome back to the Blocksmith Series, where we are building our own Roblox-like platform from the ground up. In the last episode, we discussed what we are actually building. A platform like Roblox is not just a game engine. It is an entire ecosystem: a game client, rendering engine, networking layer, accounts, servers, launcher, website, editor, scripting system, and much more. Before we write any serious code, we need to make one of the most important decisions in this entire project. A common mistake when building large software projects is putting everything into one giant application. At first, this seems convenient. You have one project, one build system, and everything is easy to access. But as the project grows, this becomes a nightmare. The renderer starts depending on networking code. The server starts depending on client code. The launcher starts depending on the engine. Today, we are going to set up the foundation of our entire ecosystem. The first thing we need is a clean repository. I'm going to create an empty GitHub repository called Blocksmith. This repository will become the home for every part of our platform. At this point, we have the skeleton of our platform, but creating folders is not enough. We need a way to build all these projects together. For this project, we are going to use Premake. Premake allows us to describe our projects using a Lua configuration file. Instead of manually creating makefiles, Visual Studio projects, or Xcode projects, we define our structure once. This becomes extremely useful because our project will eventually contain multiple libraries, multiple executables, different platforms. We do not want to manually manage every compiler option. Inside Engine, we create our first project. The engine will initially be a library. Why a library? Because applications like the client and editor will depend on it. The engine itself is not something we run, it is something we use. Now we create our first application. The important part is that the client can call engine functionality. This may seem like a small step. We only printed 2 messages, but architecturally, this is a huge milestone. We now have game client, engine library. This same structure will eventually become much larger. We created our first workspace using Premake. We built our first engine library, and we created our first application that depends on the engine. In the next episode, we will start building one of the most important systems in the entire engine, the event system. Everything from window events, input, networking messages, and game logic will rely on this communication layer. See you in the next episode of Blocksmith.